if you close your eyes.
Welcome back to Mediocre Gamers. This is Crimson, and today we're going to go over Deck Building 101. It's really easy to build in this current environment with limited heroes. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at, how to build a deck. And the very first thing is you're going to want to choose your hero. So let's go ahead and choose Iron Man, and you'll need one Iron Man card. You will need his Nemesis cards, and then you will need his signature cards. So once you have that, you're halfway there pretty much. So this is gonna be your character card. This is gonna be the start of your deck. In the signature cards, you cannot change any of these. You must use all 15 of his signature cards. So that is literally the start of your deck. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to go up here and you're going to choose a aspect. So we have leadership, and you can see that down in the corner there. Justice, protection, aggression, and then of course we have neutral cards. We're going to grab those neutral cards and put them off to the side. And we're going to grab an aspect. In this case, I'm going to grab Justice. Now, the first thing I do is I start with my neutrals. Because to me, there are cards that are pretty much a must-have in the deck right now. And that's going to be these three +2 resource cards. There's max 1 per deck, so you can only have 1 in the deck of each of them. So we're going to put that in the stack. So now we're up to 18. The deck limit is 40 to 50 cards, and you are limited to 3 of any one particular card unless it is a unique or limit per deck. So next thing we're going to look at is allies. Allies are unique. Next to the word Mockingbird, you see the little star symbol there? That means it's unique, which means you can only have 1 in the deck. And I think you might as well run both of those allies. They're just too good not to run. The other card that I feel, and this is just a personal choice, everybody can build their decks differently, but when I build a deck, the next cards that I grab are the Avengers Mansion, and I put 2 of them in almost every deck I run, and I put 1 Helicarrier in almost every deck I run. And you don't have to. This is just my preferred ratio is that. I believe it's the most optimal, but to each his own. So now we're looking at our deck is up to 23 cards. And now we have these cards to look at. Now, if you're using my TTS mod, in the stack, you will have the maximum amount you're allowed to have. So there's only 1 Daredevil in the stack because he's an ally, a unique ally, and cannot have more than 1 in the deck. So there's only 1 in the stack. But for Justice, you can have up to 3 of them in the deck, so there are going to be 3 in the stack. I think this is a great card to run with Iron Man. This is a good card too. I'm going to put 2 of them in there for now, and we'll see where we're at later. Maybe we'll put the other one in there. I will put 2 of these in here because it's Iron Man, which if we look at Iron Man, he's a 2/1/1, so this would make him a 3/1/1. I think that's worth running 2 of. So we'll put that off to the side since we're not going to use that. I'm not a fan of the interrogation rooms. 1 Jessica Jones, she's an ally, she's unique, you might as well run. I'm not a big fan of the surveillance rooms either, but we might need it for filler. And also, if you notice here, limit 2 per deck. So there's only 2 in the stack. So now we're up to 34. At this point, I will put 2 surveillance rooms in the deck. And because it's Iron Man and he does have low hit points right now, I'm going to put 2 first aids in the deck. And now we're looking at 2 more cards. So we got to get 2 more cards into the deck. I'm going to put 2 Tenacities in the deck. I think they're a decent card. They're not super great, but they are decent. They're not very good with Iron Man because he doesn't do huge, but it would allow you to, if you did get his thwart up higher to 3, you could take 6 off of an agenda. More importantly, it's a lightning energy, which is going to be actually very good for some of his cards. Now, and that's just something that you'll realize as you play the game, mess around with characters, what cards synergize. Because I know Iron Man has a card that says discard the top 5 cards of your deck and deal 2 damage for each lightning. So I'm going to prefer to put lightning cards in the deck on that. So when I have the extra cards, I'm grabbing some lightning. Brain would also be good, which is why I put the surveillance team in. Or I'm sorry, it's science resource or mental resource or whatever. Because his aerial combat boots require mental. So, and that's kind of why I put those on there. So now that we got our cards out of the neutral and our aspect, and we're up to 40, we're done. That's the deck. Flip that over, grab a bag, go to objects, components. I don't even know where the bags are. I just have one saved. So, empty bag, empty bag. So, just throw in your Nemesis cards, throw in your deck, throw in your character card, rename it. Name this one Iron Man Justice. You know what? Then save object. Save it to Champions folder. Bam. Now if we go in here, go to Save Objects, go to Champions, grab our Iron Man. Boom. It's right there. The deck we just built is available. So that is how you build a deck and some of the building rules on it. So most important, you must use all 15 signature cards. You must use all 6 Nemesis cards and a hero card. You can choose one aspect and only one aspect. Cannot mix aspects. Allies are all unique, so you can only have one ally per deck. So one Nick Fury, one Mockingbird, one Daredevil. Some cards will say max 1, max 2 per deck, like the 2 resources or the aspect resource. Make sure you don't include more than that, and that is pretty much it. That is how you build a deck in Marvel Champions. Welcome back to Mediocre Gamers. This is Crimson, and today we are going to be playing a solo Iron Man match. We did a deck building 101 video, and this is the deck we used in that video. And I think it'd be great to show off the deck on a 1v1. So we got everything set up here. Flip that over. Starts with none. Rhino's going to start with 14 health. We got our obligation in there. Got everything set up here. So let's go ahead and get it going. Now, I made some mistakes in some previous videos. Remember, we don't have an official rules thing out. So it is easy to misinterpret or be given wrong information. My mulligans were wrong. Mulligans. So here we'll show you. So when you mulligan, so say I don't want that. Say I don't want that. Say I don't want that or that. I was shuffling them into the deck because that's how most of their other LCGs work. No, they go to the graveyard, which is fine. Alright, so let's take a look here. We definitely want to get a helicarrier out. So let's see what we can do. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and get this attachment out too for him. And that's going to be the end of our turns. Untap, add a threat. He's going to scheme for 1. So we'll add another threat. And then we're going to take an encounter card. Villain's going to scheme again. 2, so 3. 1, 2, 3. Wow. Look how fast that was. Okay. Oh, we would have drawn up to our hand size. Okay. Our action. Man, oh man. Well, I'm going to pay 1, get the boots out. And then we are going to pay. That's going to give us 2 because we're going to pay for a yellow card. I guess I should have kept that other card, huh? Because I could. I guess it doesn't matter. I could tap the Helicarrier, but okay. So it gets Daredevil out. We're going to use Futurist. Look at the top 3. Put one of them in our hand. And discard the rest. Wow. I'm going to put Avengers Mansion in my hand. Yeah. Sorry, Pepper. Alright. Daredevil. After Daredevil thwats, deal 1 damage to an enemy. So we're going to thwat. Get rid of 2 off of here. And we're going to deal a point of damage. And I think we're pretty much, that's all we kind of have right now. Your hero. Here, we'll put Daredevil down there. Now, untap, draw up to our, I'm going to choose to discard this card. Drop to our hand size. Add a threat. And then he's going to scheme for 2. So 5, 6. Wow, that is so close. Okay. Card gains surge. Okay. Alright, now let's look here. Max 1 per player, so we can't use that. Okay, here's what we want to do. To get the armor out, that, to play a for justice. Oh, no, wait, can't do that. Okay, we're going to get the other armor out. We're going to do Futurist. And we're going to put the other gauntlet in our hand. Now, as much as I want the Avengers Mansion, I kind of need to play the other gauntlet. Gauntlet is not unique, so that is fine. We're going to thwart with Daredevil. And when he thwats, he does 1 damage. It goes on that armor piece. So there's 2. We're going to flip Tony. Well, he's got +1 thwat, so we're going to get rid of 3. And then, oh, I get +1 hit points. Oh, I need to get my hit points out. So, hit points are 9, 10. So I have 10 hit points. Alright, well, I don't have a card to get rid of for Ariel. I can tap that to do a point of damage. And tap that to do a point of damage. I can tap that to untap Iron Man, tap Iron Man to get rid of, might as well just get rid of the other one. Okay. That's gonna end my turn there. Oh. Also, Daredevil should have 2 points of damage on him. Alright, draw up to our hand size, which is now 1, plus 1 for each tech upgrade. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So our hand size is 5. Nice. Okay. Let's add a threat. He is going to attack us this time. So plus 2. So it is 4 damage. 4. And then encounter card. Rhino attacks. And if a character is damaged by this attack, they are stunned. So I'm going to block with Daredevil. So Rhino's going to hit for 3. Or 2, 4. That's going to kill Daredevil. It would stun him too, but he's dead. So, whatever. Okay. Back to our turn. Okay. Now we're going to tap that. Get rid of that. Get the armor out. The armor gives us plus 6 hit points. So we'll go up to 12. And then, fortunately, I don't have anything else there that I can do. Cannot give him aerial. So, I think we're just going to switch back to normal Iron Man. Look at the top 3 cards of the deck. Put one of them in our hand. And I think we're going to go ahead and put Stark Tower in our hand. And then discard Jessica Jones and Pulsar Blast. Grab our Stark Tower. And, I should have probably used these before I flipped to Tony. Oh well, that's my fault. I could have got an extra 2 damage. Alright, that's going to end our turn. Draw up to our hand size, which is now 6. So draw 5. Put a... And now he's going to scheme for 1. And then we're going to take our encounter card. When revealed, discard an upgrade or support you control. Okay. I think we're going to discard this upgrade. I mean, I could have discarded one of these and got it back. Actually, I probably... Yeah, let's do that, actually. We'll discard that one. Okay. Our turn. I'm going to tap Stark Tower to get topmost. So, choose a player. That player returns the topmost tech card from the discard pile to their hand. And then... 1, 2... 3, 4. Get the Avengers Mansion out there. 1. Put the rocket boots out there. Tap. Get the helmet out there. So, way too many things here. And now we'll tap that to draw a card, which unfortunately we cannot, so we're going to flip it over, shuffle it, draw a card, and then take an encounter card. Breaking and taking. Now it gets 2 plus 1 for each person on there, so it gets 3. We got a tenacity card. Unfortunately, it's not what we really wanted. Let's go futurist. I'm going to take the Avengers Mansion. I'm going to go ahead and flip over to Iron Man. Discard the Avengers Mansion to get Ariel from this. So now, remove a threat from each scheme. So, one there. And remove one there. And we'll tap that to do 2 damage, which will take care of this armor. And then we'll tap that to do 2 more damage. 1, 2. We will go ahead and get rid of this one altogether, so we don't have to deal with it later. Tap that to untap Iron Man. And we'll just get rid of the threat off of this one too. Okay. I think that's our turn. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we draw up to our hand size. I'm going to discard that. Our hand size is 1 plus 1 for each tech, up to 7. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we get to draw 7 cards. Perfect. He's going to attack us. Is there anything we want to do first? No, I don't think so. So 2 plus 2 is 4. So we're going to take 4 damage. 4. Oh, that also got a threat. We're going to bomb scare comes out. So it gets 2. Place an additional, so 3 on it again. And while that's in play, it gets an acceleration, so +1 threat to the main scheme. Okay. Tap this to draw a card. See if there's a tech upgrade in here or not. There is not. Oh wait, there might be actually. Nope. Got to keep it in the right order. So I'll discard. I'm going to discard this one, then discard this one for a Pepper Potts. And then I will tap Pepper Potts. She creates 2 resources because the topmost resource is that. And we are going to play a 4 Justice just to remove these 3 and get rid of this bomb scare. Gotta get rid of it now. And I will discard this to give him Ariel. Tap that to remove the other threat. Tap that for 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or 2. Sorry, 2 damage and 2 damage. Sorry. And then we'll swing in with Iron Man for 1. And then we'll untap Iron Man. Swing in for another 1. Okay. It's going to end the turn. I'm going to go ahead and discard these 2 cards. I'm going to drop to her hand size, which is 7. And put a token on there. He's going to attack us now. Is there anything else? Okay, nope. Nothing I can do about it. So 4 more damage. Wonderful. Okay. And then encounter card. We'll place a threat on there. He's attached to us. So first thing I'm going to do. Okay, so it is spend a resource. Cool. So we'll play first aid, discarding this. discarding that to play first aid, which heals me 2 damage. 1, 2. Then tap Pepper Potts for a mental resource to give Iron Man aerial. I am then going to tap that and discard that to do 8 damage, which is going to flip him to his next stage. So brings him up to 15. I'm going to tap that to do 2 damage to the bomber. Tap that, do 2 damage to him. 1, 2. And then I'm going to tap that to draw a card. Okay. I'm just going to discard these to get War Machine out. And then I'm going to tap War Machine to do 2 damage. And War Machine's going to take a damage. Tap that to remove a threat. Tap Iron Man to do a damage. Tap that to untap Iron Man to do a damage. Oh. He should be at 9, sorry. Now, because my health is pretty low, I think what I want to do right now is I want to go ahead and flip back to Tony Stark, and I'm going to do Futurist. Let's see if I have any tech in here. I do not. Okay. So, I think since I have no tech in there, I really do need that, especially for next turn. Could also really use her for next turn to stun him. This is going to be a tough choice. We're going to take the blast. Discarding those. And then tap him to heal myself for 3. And I think that's going to be the end there. Draw our hand size. Put a threat on here. He's going to attack. So 2, 5. Or, I'm sorry, he's going to scheme. 2, 1, so 3. Okay, I can live with that. Pull an encounter card. Bomber. You know, we're just going to put a thing on there. Okay, our turn. Let's see here. I'm going to tap War Machine. He's going to take a point, and we're going to deal 2 damage to the bomber. Then I'm going to tap this, do the blast. So it does 1 damage plus 2 for each one discarded. So 1, 2, 3. Technically that hasn't resolved yet, so 4, 5. Man, we totally missed. So we did 1 point of damage. Yeah, that was bad. So 1 point of damage, and now we take an encounter card because we flipped over our deck. Heals 4 damage. Wonderful. Okay, let's tap Pepper Potts. We'll get a wild resource and get aerial. Oh wait, that's hero action. So, damn, never mind. Okay, we'll do futurist real quick. There we go. We'll grab the first aid, put that in there like that. Now we'll tap, go to Iron Man, tap Pepper Potts, and get Ariel. Okay. 2 damage, so 4 damage altogether. 1, 2, 3, 4. Discard 2 cards. Play Sonic Punch, which does A damage since we have the aerial trait. So, A damage, which is enough to knock him out. Perfect. Yeah, deck's pretty good. It doesn't have a lot of firepower. Like, your firepower is pretty much this and these. Kind of. See, yeah, no, I like it. I'm not gonna complain. Like, having the extra threat regeneration, maybe aggression would be fine with him, but I think you missed the threat management, which could be really bad. Alright, well, thank you for watching, and make sure you hit that like and subscribe button.